And we're back with another YouTube video. Alright, so talk about Raw, SmackDown, NXT 205, the 2 hours of NXT UK. So, first and foremost, my condolences given to the family of British Bulldog, not British Bulldog, Dynamite Kid. Wow, botching already. Um, anyway, yeah, so Dynamite Kid passed away a couple days ago. Same with Larry the Axe Hennig, of course, grandfather of Curtis Axel. So my condolences given to the family of both those men. Great, great wrestlers. All right. All right. So Raw. What did Raw start with? I can't even remember. Raw was terrible. Raw and SmackDown were this week. NXT, I guess by comparison, was better than Raw, which that's not hard, as we all. Oh, yeah, the Ronda. So the women kicked off the show. Ronda came out. Um, what did Ronda say? Basically saying how she's gonna beat Nia Jax at TLC, and what else? I can't remember. Well, so yeah, Ronda said how she's gonna beat Nia at TLC, and then the Riot Squad beat up Natalia, put her through a table. I'm sure that's this week. Yep, that's that's all this week. All right, so yeah, and then oh duh, because there was a match that was supposed to happen. It was because it was supposed to be Ronda and Natalia versus Tamina and Nia, and that's why the match didn't happen because the Riot Squad came and put Natalia through a table. And then I think the main event was Ronda and Ember versus Nia and Tamina. When Ronda and Ember Moon won, I know that much. Um, yeah. So as far as the rest of the show goes, since I went from the beginning and skipped to the end, let's get to the middle parts. Alexa Bliss does another Q&A with Sasha and Bailey, which breaks down into a tag match with Sasha and Bailey. Sasha and Bailey versus Mickey and Alicia, I think. Was it Alicia? Yeah, it was Alicia. But before that, basically, Sasha and Bailey answered a couple questions. Who is their dream people to face? They said Trish and Lita for the women's tag team titles. So they want women's tag team titles. Obviously, it's like I don't think it's ever really been said on TV though. I think it's all just speculation or whatever. But either way, Bailey and Sasha win. And then what did Baron Corbin do backstage? Oh, that's right. Made that match. So Baron Corbin basically makes a match. Bobby Roode versus Drake Maverick. If Bobby Roode wins, then him and Chad Gable get a title shot. Which of course Bobby Roode loses because it turns into a 3-on-2 handicap, and they beat up Chad Gable in the back, and so Authors of Pain win. So another tag team defeated by Authors of Pain or buried or whatever. I don't know. Their tag team division isn't much right now. So speaking of people that they aren't doing much with, Lucha House Party versus the Revival, which breaks down into a 3-on-1 because Lucha House rules are still a thing, even if it's not a tag match. And Lucha House Party win. Duh. Drew McIntyre Appreciation Night. Drew gets a gold medal by Baron Corbin. The gold medal of, what did he say, excellence? Then Ziggler comes out, Ziggler's face now, basically says how I didn't get invited to this little soiree you're throwing, Drew. And Drew basically says, I made you relevant. You haven't been relevant since the last 10 years. And so, yeah, then Drew and Dolph have a match. Dolph wins because Finn Balor's interference. And then Elias, Lashley beat up, Elias beat up Lashley and Leo Rush. And Lashley runs off, and Leo Rush gets thrown back up on the stage by Finn, and gets the guitar cracked over his back. So there you go. And then we get to that tag match that I talked about already. Other thing that got turned into a tag match. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins segment. Ambrose comes out there with a gas mask and a whole bunch of people in gas mask. Seth Rollins comes out and attacks him. Seth gets the upper hand. Basically it. Dean Ambrose's promo was Slater and Rhino. If the winner stays on Raw, the loser's fired. Slater wins. Rhino is fired from Raw. But his contract isn't up. He's going to be on the South American tour. So, Finn versus Jinder. Finn wins. Anyway, I already talked about the main event. So, let's go back in here. The SmackDown results. Contract signing. Paige mediates the contract signing between Asuka, Charlotte, and Becky. Charlotte and Becky are arguing, talking about who's going to beat who. Asuka's like, Charlotte, you lost to Becky, but Becky's never beaten me. And they all signed the contract, and physicality doesn't happen because Becky leaves, and then Mandy and Sonya come out. They have a tag match against Charlotte and Asuka. Sonya and Mandy win. Next, I think we got the triple threat. Jey Uso, Cesaro, and Xavier Woods to gear up for their triple threat tag team match at TLC. Jey Uso wins this match. This was maybe best match on the show. Could be. What are the other matches? What did we get? AJ versus. Did we get AJ versus Miz? Yeah, AJ versus Miz. I think that was main event. Anyway, Daniel Bryan on Miz TV. Daniel Bryan's talking about how we kill the planet because we're not vegans like him. Basically, he's a heel who's turned up his vegan character, or who brings in elements of his real life personality, because Daniel Bryan's a vegan. He loves the world, and the world loves him. I guess. And basically, it's like Miz is saying how you turned heel because of what I told you. Daniel Bryan doesn't outright say, yeah, Miz, you're right. You know, because why would he agree with Miz? He doesn't have to. Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton. Oh, well, I forgot to say what happens. And AJ comes out. Uh, what does he get hit with a skull crushing finale? Yeah, AJ comes out, tries to attack Daniel, attacks Miz. Miz does skull crushing finale on him. Jeff versus Randy, because we haven't seen that match a multitude of times. Randy wins because of Samoa Joe distraction. Joe's in a bar pouring beers, and Joe says, "Don't drink too much, or you'll end up like Jeff." So that's basically what he said. AJ versus Miz. I know we got that match. Oh, the no deep was it? Oh yeah, AJ wins. AJ versus Miz. AJ wins. This was a good match. Not better than Triple Threat though. So I'd say the best match on SmackDown this week was that Triple Threat. So if you're gonna go back and watch anything from this week in WWE TV, the Triple Threat match. Yes. So AJ wins. Daniel Bryan attacks AJ, and that's how we go off the air. That's simple. I can go to a file over here. It's because I would just look up NXT results anyway. Drew Gulak beat Brian Kendrick. This was overall it was a good show, I guess. The lull in the show is as most things are. Uh, Davari beating a local jobber. Woohoo! Lucha House Party beat TJP and Mike Kanellis because of course they would. All right. NXT UK results. I don't know if this shows both shows or not. Probably doesn't. Either way, um, shows. Wait, oh yeah, it does show both shows. Look at that. All right. So Travis Banks returns to the ring. He beats Wolfgang, and then Mustache Mountain. Well, Mustache Mountain and the the guys on Wolfgang's faction also they all interfere. I forget what those guys' names are. Interesting how I'm looking at the results and I forget names. But either way, uh, Joseph Connors beats Dan Maloney. Um, Dan, wait. Okay, so who beat who? Um, Teddy. Oh yeah, Rhea Ripley beat Candy Floss in her what was it championship defense, which is like yeah, you're giving the champion a jobber. Uh, oh yeah, okay, yeah. Ligero beat Tyson T-Bone. Um, oh well, we're getting the NXT UK tag titles next week, so that'll be cool. What is this? The full rundown of the show that I just went over. Just not as long winded as usual. Um, all right. Well, that was NXT UK. Now for regular NXT results. Matt Riddle beat Punishment Martinez. They had him lose. They had Punishment Martinez lose on his debut. How many people have lost in their debut and went on to great success? I honestly don't know. So I'm not gonna make it an example because John Cena lost his debut and went on to great success, but he's John Cena. So yeah, Punishment Martinez is not John Cena. Better than Baron Corbin, but not John Cena. So what do we get? Oh, was there something backstage? Oh wait. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, Cassius. I get. Wait. Did Cassius Ohno come out there? Oh wait. This is just an analysis. Never mind. But what this thing is saying is Cassius and Matt Riddle are probably gonna have a match at the next Takeover, which is probably true, I guess. Anyway, Raul Mendoza and Humberto Carrera versus the Forgotten Sons, which is Wesley Blake, Steve Cutler, Jackson Riker on the outside. Jackson Riker, aka Gunner. So yeah, the Forgotten Sons win with this Scorpion deck drop stomp combo. So he's on the one guy's on the second rope, one guy has him in a Scorpion Deathlock, and then the guy jumps from the second rope, and then they come down together. He drops him in the Scorpion Death Drop as same as the foot is on the guy. So yeah, pretty interesting finisher. I guess it could go wrong in some way, shape, or form. Probably multiple different ways, honestly. Anyway, Dakota Kai versus Shayna Baszler. Shayna wins because duh. And then Io Shirai comes out to make the save. So I'm guessing Io and Shayna is probably going to be the next Takeover match because we've had a lot of Shayna and Kyrie. Not saying that that's bad, but we'll probably get something else. Tommaso adjusted WWE, not WWE Universe, NXT Universe. Same thing. So, oh, my controller's left. Let's switch to church. So anyway, Aleister Black comes out, says he's invoking his rematch clause for the NXT title. And so we're basically gonna get that match. Tommaso versus Aleister at the next NXT takeover. But before we get that, we're getting Johnny and Aleister in a steel cage. Probably next week. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but probably next week. I could do TNA real quick. Why not? All right, TNA, Impact Wrestling, whatever you want to call it. Jake Crist versus Willie Mack. Jake Crist beats Willie Mack because OVE interfere. OVE, of course, is Sami Callihan and Dave Crist. Dark Alley versus Heather Monroe. Alley is basically Su Yung 2.0. Now she is, anyway. So yeah, Dark Alley wins. Kiera Hogan comes out to try and stop her, but Kiera Hogan also gets destroyed. Kiera Hogan was friends with Alley before she became Dark Alley. Desi Hit Squad versus Jobbers. Desi Hit Squad are Jobbers themselves, so Desi Hit Squad wins. Lol. Don't care about the escape squad. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is where X Division qualifying. Ultimate X matches. Ultimate X is basically something where they hang the title above the ring, and they have 4 cables that you can climb on to get the title. So, who did I say? Jake Chris is in the match already, and Ethan Page is in the match now because Ethan Page beat Matt Sydal. Ethan Page in an Ultimate X match doesn't scream great to me because I don't see him winning the match for one, and him doing high spots. Yeah, no, he's going to be the base of everybody to do high spots off of. Eddie Edwards in the Sane Asylum. And Raven. Quote the Raven. Nevermore. Anyway, so Raven gives Eddie a key card and says, Eddie, this key card will take you wherever you want to go. So Eddie's basically going to leave the asylum now and go after Moose again. Then Raven also made a joke, like he checked himself in here, like, because everybody used to say Raven checks himself into an asylum every other week. And so Raven said, yeah, I checked myself in here. Johnny Impact and Taya Valkyrie versus Moose and Tessa Blanchard. Johnny and Taya win. Taya taps out Tessa. And then Killer Kross and Moose are down in the, like, I guess they're about to attack Taya or something. Like, Moose is, but no, Moose is letting Tessa do it. Killer Kross comes out to stop him. And then Cage comes out to beat up both of them. Beat up Killer Kross and Moose. And then helps up Taya. And then Johnny's like, what are you doing here? And then Taya backs off into the corner. And like basically they just jaw jacking words with, like, you know, no mic on them or whatever. So yeah, that was TNA playing Smash Bros right now. You probably can't see the characters, but I have 28. I have Mario, Donkey Kong, Link, Samus, Yoshi, Kirby, Fox, Pikachu, Ness, Captain Falcon, Jigglypuff, Peach, Ice Climber, Sheik, Zelda, Dr. Mario, Marth, Young Link, Pit, Lucas, Olimar, Lucario, Villager, Wii Fit Trainer, Pac-Man, Duck Hunt, Inklink, Isabella, and the Mii Sword Fighter. So basically, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, you have to unlock 68 characters because there are 5 with DLC. So there's 74 characters overall in the whole game. And I've unlocked not even half of them. So I'm going to go back to playing Smash, and I'll see you guys next week.